You keep saying, "I don't feel God like I used to." Worship feels dry. Prayer feels like silence. Reading the Bible feels like a chore. But here's the truth. Fires don't die unless they're left unfed. Leviticus 6:13. The fire on the altar shall be kept burning. It must not go out. You didn't lose the fire. You stopped feeding the altar. You're asking for flame, but you're not bringing wood. You want power, but you avoid the presence. What you're calling spiritual burnout might just be spiritual starvation, but it's not too late to rebuild the altar.
Where is God? That's what you've been asking. But the real question is, where have you been? He never moved. You just drifted. Jeremiah 29:13 says, "You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart." You stopped showing up, stopped listening, stopped surrendering. But now you feel distant and blame it on heaven's silence when it was your absence that caused it. God didn't abandon you. You abandoned your secret place. But here's the mercy. He's still waiting, right where you left him.
At first, it bothered you. Missing prayer, skipping devotion, feeling cold in worship. But then it became routine, comfortable, safe, numb. Revelation 3:16. Because you are lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, I will spit you out of my mouth. You don't even cry anymore. You don't even break anymore. You just scroll. You learn to survive on spiritual crumbs when you are meant to feast at the table. You're not okay. You've just gotten good at pretending you are. But today, God is calling your soul back to life. You think feeling empty means God is far, but what if it means He's getting closer? Hunger doesn't mean you're lost. It means you're waking up. Matthew 5:6 says, "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled." The ache in your chest, that's the beginning of revival. The dryness, that's space being made for fire. You're not dead, you're desperate. And desperation is the doorway to encounter. God never rejects hunger. He feeds it, He fuels it, He transforms it. Let your emptiness become your offering. You've tried everything. Worship playlists, podcasts, even Christian TikToks. But the fire didn't return. Because there's only one place it ever truly burns. Matthew 6:6. When you pray, go into your room, shut the door, and pray to your Father who is in secret. Revival doesn't start in public. It starts in private, in the hidden, in the secret place. You want loud results with a silent altar. Public fire with zero private sacrifice. But God's not hiding. He's waiting. And the door to the secret place, it's still open. You just have to walk in again. You keep chasing the feeling, goosebumps, tears, emotion. But fire isn't built on feelings, it's built on fuel. Romans 12:11. Never be lacking in zeal, but keep your spiritual fervor serving the Lord. Want the fire back? Feed it with obedience, with prayer, with truth. You're trying to feel your way back to God when you should walk your way back in faith. The fire doesn't fall on hype, it falls on hunger, on holiness, on consistency. Stop chasing feelings, start building a furnace. You think it takes a retreat, a conference, a revival night. But it might just take one honest prayer, one whisper in your bedroom, one cry behind a closed door. Psalm 34:18. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. You don't need perfect words. You need a desperate heart. Stop overcomplicating your return. God isn't waiting for a performance. He's waiting for your surrender. One prayer can reignite what you thought was gone. One tear can break what sin tried to chain. And one, "God, I need you," can light the match again. You've been trying to do it all by yourself. Fix yourself.
revive yourself, carry yourself. But fire spreads in community, not isolation. Ecclesiastes 4:9-10. Two are better than one. If either of them falls, one can help the other up. You stopped showing up, stopped answering messages, stopped letting people in. But lone embers die fast. You need people who will fan the flame, not blow it out. Find your tribe, confess your dryness, let someone pray over your ashes, because you weren't meant to burn alone. You were made to ignite others.
Maybe you think it's too late, too much compromise, too much distance, too many failed restarts, but God specializes in dead things, in dry bones, in burnt-out believers. Joel 2:25, I will restore to you the years that the locust has eaten. He's not intimidated by how far you fell, he's focused on how fast he can bring you back. You think it's over, but God sees a new beginning, a second wind, a divine reset. What you lost in weakness, you'll recover in worship. And what the enemy tried to kill in your fire, God is about to resurrect.
Don't scroll past this. Don't silence the tug you feel in your spirit right now. This isn't hype. This is holy. Romans 13:11. The hour has come for you to wake up from your slumber. God didn't let you see this by accident. He's calling you, inviting you, reigniting you. You've survived without fire long enough. Now it's time to live with it again. Pray this. Lord, I'm done living cold. I want the fire back. I give you my heart, my time, my altar. Consume me again. Type in the comments, I'm burning again. Share this with someone whose fire is fading. And watch what God does next. Because this time, you won't burn out. You'll burn on purpose.